Today, we are going to cover the 7 absolute worst mistakes anybody can make for their lemon law claim. My name is Sina Rez Law. I'm a lawyer. I help people who are sick and tired of their car's problems get a refund from the car manufacturer. And I do this by using the lemon law. The content on this channel has helped people save thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So make sure that you like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any incredibly valuable videos in the future. There are so many critical mistakes that could go wrong in any lemon law claim, and that could mean game over. Today, I'm going to cover the top 7 and tell you exactly how to avoid each one so that you're not getting screwed out of your hard-earned money. And if you watch to the very end, I'm going to throw in an extra bonus tip that could be the most valuable thing that I share in this video. Without any further ado, let's jump right into the first big mistake that will kill any lemon law claim before it even gets started. And that's not taking your car in for repair. You would not believe how many times I get calls from prospective clients and they say, I've got this wrong with my car, that wrong, and this thing keeps happening. And I say, great, let me take a look at your repair records. Let's see if we can figure out how much money you might be owed. And then they come back and they say, well, I don't have any repair records. And I ask why, and they say, I haven't taken my car in for repair. That's gonna be a problem. For lemon law to work, you have to give the manufacturer a shot at trying to fix the car. So if you're experiencing a bunch of problems, make sure that you take your car into the dealership to see if they can fix it. Without doing that, your lemon law claim has zero chance of surviving. The second mistake I see happen all the time is people not listing all of their problems. What I mean by that is they did a good job. They took their car in for repair to the dealership, but once they were there, they really only talked about the one thing that recently happened or the big problem that was annoying them. But the best way to maximize the possibility of you having a successful lemon law claim is always listing all the problems that you've had when you take your car in and you're speaking with your service advisor. And the reason that is you never know what problem may end up being a bigger issue in the future, or even if something's not so significant and it doesn't bother you all that much, maybe by the 5th or 6th time it happens, it really starts to piss you off. So if you didn't mention that earlier on and give the dealership a chance to take a look at it and try to fix it, that could bite you in the butt later. The third big mistake that I see happen all the time is people not taking photos or not taking videos of the problems that they're experiencing. Now, I know not every problem is going to be something that's going to show up in a photo or a video. It could be a weird feeling or a grinding sound or something that's just not going to get caught in a photo or a video. I also know some problems are going to happen and it's just not going to be safe to take a photo or a video. But to the extent that you can, make sure to take a photo or a video so that you don't run into this unfortunate situation that I know we all have experienced. How many times have we taken a car into a dealership? We say, this is what's going on with it. Service advisor says, great, we'll take a look. And you get a call back 5 hours later and they tell you, great news, there's nothing wrong with your car. We took a look and we couldn't verify any of the issues that you described. Now, you and I both know that you had those issues, but if you can take a photo or a video and show the service advisor when you show up and say, hey, do you want me to text this to you? Do you want me to email this to you? Or can you watch this with me right now? So that they know that you're not making it up and they can't just say, oh, we took a look, we did our best, but no, nothing happened. There's nothing wrong with your car. So if you can take photo or video evidence and make sure that you save that stuff, I usually recommend making a folder or an album on your phone so that if these things continue to happen, you have everything saved in a nice safe place that you can then share with the lawyer later on. Before I get any further, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a lemon? Or do you think that you might have a lemon right now? If you do, I want you to comment below with the year, the make, and the model of your car. Let's see if we can find out if there's any common lemons and also tell you if I've had any experience with your particular car before. The fourth big mistake that I see is people not keeping their repair records. So how many times have you come home and you think that you're never going to need this paper again, or you throw it in the glove box and then eventually you clean out your glove box and all your repair records are gone? It's going to be a little bit of a problem because for a lawyer to assess your case, they're usually going to want to see your repair records. And just in case you've already tossed those or you've lost those, what you can do is the next time you take your car in for repair at the dealership, ask them if they can print your full repair history. If you've gone to several different dealerships for different repairs, One dealership likely is not going to have access to records at a different dealership. So the easiest and best way is each time you take your car in, grab the records. If you have access to a scanner, go ahead and scan them. If you don't have access to a scanner, take a picture of each page and just, again, save those on your phone or save them on a folder on your computer so that later, if these problems start to really add up, you can talk to a lawyer and you can give them all the documents and evidence they need to see if you have a case. A big mistake that I see happen all the time is someone getting rid of their car too soon. And what I mean by that is if you own the car or if you're leasing the car, you can either sell it, or if it's a lease, you may return the car. But the car, you have to think about it like a lawyer. The car is a piece of evidence, and maybe the lawyer wants to inspect the car or hire an expert to inspect the car, or maybe the manufacturer wants to inspect the car to see if these problems are as bad as we're claiming. And if the car's gone, if it's been returned or if it's been sold and now it's in someone else's possession, getting a hold of that car again is next to impossible. So if you're thinking about getting rid of your car and it has a lot of problems, you should probably reach out to a lawyer to see if you have a potential lemon law claim first, so that we can give you instructions on whether it's okay to get rid of your car or whether we need you to hold on to it until your lemon law case is over. This next mistake really, really burns, and it drives me crazy every time I hear about it happening. And that's accepting less than what you're owed. So some people might make a lemon law claim on their own. They might just pick up the phone or talk to the dealership or talk to the manufacturer and say, my car's had a lot of problems and I don't think it's fair and I want some money. Or they may more formally ask for a lemon law refund. And a lot of times the manufacturer is just going to say, okay, we're going to give you this claim number and we'll get back to you later, and they never do. Other times they may take down your information, get back to you and say, okay, we're offering you 2 months free payments, or we're going to give you $3,000. What that means, I promise, it means that you actually have a much more valuable case. If a manufacturer offers you $3,000, I promise you your case is worth a lot more. So do not accept anything from them. Do not sign for anything from them without first talking to a lawyer, because you may be leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table by accepting a settlement directly with the manufacturer. This is the biggest mistake by far of them all, and that's not hiring a lawyer. So under lemon law, it's one of the very rare situations where you can get a lawyer for free. That could sound too good to be true, but it's not. The law was written in a way where the lawmakers understood that the car manufacturers are multi-billion-dollar corporations, and the average Joe obviously does not have the same resources or finances to compete in a legal case with a multi-billion-dollar corporation. So the lawmakers came up with the lemon law, and in there they added that if you have a lemon, the car manufacturer has to pay for your attorney's fees. And that levels out the playing field. That gives people, consumers, people who buy or lease cars, the chance to get a lawyer who knows what they're doing to fight car manufacturers without financially crippling our clients. So it's not that often where you can get a lawyer for free who's handled thousands of cases like yours. So before you consider talking to the manufacturer directly, or before you consider giving up because the lemon law sounds complicated to you, make sure to talk to a lemon law lawyer and get a free consultation. And they'll tell you exactly what you may be able to expect, how much your refund could be, what the next steps are. And it's incredibly valuable to have that consultation. If you made it this far, give yourself a round of applause, but I'm going to give you one last bonus tip. And this is a mistake that a lot of people make, which is rushing the dealership to repair their car. That's the last thing you want to do. If your car is in for repair, let the dealership take all the time they need to assess the problem, figure out if they need to repair it, to order parts to use on the repair. Because under the lemon law, a lot of people think that you can only qualify by having repeated issues, which it's true, you can qualify if you have repeating issues, but you can also qualify based on the number of days your car is in for repair. That varies state by state on how many days exactly, but the longer it takes for them to fix your car, and that's not just in one visit, we're talking about all of the visits added up together. The longer it takes for them to repair your car, the stronger your case is. So technically, at least in California, for example, you can qualify to have a lemon without even having a repeated issue. You can qualify just based on the number of days that your car has been under repair. If you have any questions about what we talked about today, or if you have a pending lemon law claim and you have some questions about what to do next or how much your case is worth, go ahead and click the link in the description below and you'll have all of our contact information. You can reach out with any questions that you might have. Thank you for watching, and remember, this is not legal advice.